Hey, this is Paul. Welcome to the Mountain Man Chronicles. I hope you're doing well today. This week's video is on how to go overlanding with our four-legged family. Now, you've seen in previous videos where Cannoli's been along with us. Vinny, unfortunately, had passed away. We have a new pup coming. It's going to be another Queensland healer, a blue healer, if you will. Looking forward to him joining the family. That prompted me to thinking about, as we plan our trips for the rest of the year, what do we take when we take the dogs? And I've actually been asked that several times out in the field. So I thought I'd share some insights with Raylene and I bring along when we go overlanding with our four-legged family. Now, our pups are part of our family, so we treat them as part of our family. We care for them. We prepare in advance for them. We make sure that they're comfortable along our overland trip. I want them to be as comfortable as my wife is, as I am, and be able to enjoy that. So we make sure we bring the proper stuff for them because they are part of our family. We make sure the ride in the Jeep is prepared and that they're comfortable with that as well. This isn't so much so what we prepare in the Jeep. This is how we prep and the things we bring for contingencies and how we make sure that we have the fundamentals to take care of our puppy along the way. Now, everything I'm going to show you today will be listed in our affiliate links before. I'm not sponsored by these companies, but they are tools I use. As you're bringing your dog out overlanding, you want to make sure that you bring about 4 to 8 ounces of water per hour as you're hiking, but as much as water as you would drink on the trail as you're out overlanding. I've seen plenty of dogs overheat or have problems as out overlanding or hunting, and it's sad. So make sure that you're bringing enough for the pup. Welcome to the Mountain Man Chronicles, where the spirit of adventure comes alive. I'm thrilled to have you join our journey into the great outdoors. I'm Paul Piazza. I'm your guide through the wilderness and the storyteller behind the Mountain Man Chronicles. I hope you share in our love and appreciation of what this great world has to offer. Here we live in 3 simple principles: live, learn, and explore. Live, immerse yourself in the thrill of the moment, whether it be overlanding, exploring unique ghost towns, or simply enjoying the serenity of nature. We believe in living life to its fullest. Learn, cultivate that childlike curiosity. Every adventure is an opportunity to learn and discover something new. From overlanding trips to mastering trail navigation, we're a constant journey of learning and growing. Explore. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Venture into the unknown. Our chronicles are a testament to the places we've been and the stories waiting to be untold. Join us as we explore the hidden trails to the pristine lakes and the mysterious places this great nation has to offer. And of course, what adventure would be successful without proper planning and the right gear? We'll be showcasing some of the tools of the trade along our journeys. I truly hope you enjoy our chronicles and the journey that my wife and I travel through during our overlanding adventures. Thanks for watching. So here are some of the basics that we pack when we bring our four-legged friends. And I'd love it if you'd comment on what you bring to prepare for your four-legged family and prepare for them. So for me, it starts with Cannoli's a bird dog. So he has a tendency, although he's well-minded, he is just a great-mannered German short-haired. He doesn't run off typically. He does have an instinct to go after birds, particularly bunnies he has a passion for. So we make sure we prepare for that. So the first thing I pack in my Garmin bag is we use a Garmin tracker. This does do correctional, so it does vibrate. It does do tone. You'll see in the next short video of how we use that. I very rarely have to shock him. Usually it's just enough to give him a tone and he returns. The other thing I love about the Garmin tracker is the following. Here we have Cannoli posing with his Garmin 300 dog tracking collar. Allows us to see in real time where he's at, track him on the Garmin receiver to be able to see if he is. So heaven forbid he does his dog thing and sees a squirrel or a rabbit or a bird and wants to go chase after him. I have the ability to recall him by a tone, a vibrate, and if I ever have to, a shock. I rarely have ever had to shock him. He's been a good boy. He recalls on command really well. He's been trained really well. He's a good boy. He loves overlanding. Doesn't have a very like of cows. He tends to growl at cows. But when I go out on overlanding trips, most of the time he comes with me. We're going to go over the equipment that we use with Cannoli today. Right, buddy? Good boy. Good boy. You'll see here that Cannoli here is doing his modeling for his Garmin tracker collar. Now, some people will say, wow, you're using a shock collar. No, this actually has vibration and tone alerts as well. I don't think I can't remember last time I've ever shocked Cannoli, or as we get a puppy, I won't train shock him. But what this does is it links up to my other collar tracker and allows me to track Cannoli in real time. So go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, let's go. Go ahead. You'll see here on the tracker, I can see that Cannoli is a certain distance away, or if I want to see him on the map, you could see where he's been and where he's going. What this is great for is like when we go to a park and I go out hiking, I can track Cannoli and I can see where he is if he starts to get away. Most of the time he's really close to me, so it's not a worry. But if he ever does take off running, I can see it. And you can track up to 2 dogs on one device. This does hook up to my inReach as well, so my tread, it will sync over to my tread, so I can use it on that as well if I want to let Cannoli walk besides the car. I don't really do that very much. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, but I know where he is. In case he ever does get a burr up his rear and go chase something, I don't have to worry about losing my dog, and I can recall him easily by hitting one of these 3 buttons, which I very rarely have to do anymore. Even when I'm hunting, he stays pretty close by. So I absolutely love the Garmin collars, and it works really well. We use this mostly when we go overlanding in remote places, but even in a state park and other areas like that. So for equipment, this is probably our go-to thing, is having a collar. When we get the puppy, he'll have a collar as well. And be able to track 2 dogs and see where they are. And you can see if you get in there close, you can see the Cannoli is being tracked, right? So there's the Cannoli dog, and I can make a red dog be a different dog if I want to. So it allows me to track them in real time. So this tracker will have a range of about a mile in a wooded area. I've had it up to 1.5 miles in a wooded area. In an unwooded area, about 3 miles. So very good for tracking your dogs. As you'll see here in the next video, you can track them on a map. You can do the recall, and you can set up to be able to bring your puppy back to you if it runs. So that's the Garmin GPS system. The other thing is this does work with the tread. So if you have a tread, it will show up on your map on the tread. So if you're in your car and you have your dog running by, you can see where he goes. Never had Cannoli run off. I do keep it on him when we're overlanding, so I know where he is. The other thing is the collar does have lights on it, so you can turn on the lights at night and see where your dog is at night. So that's handy too, particularly if we stay in the Mission Overland trailer, because Cannoli, if he's staying in there, is the first one out typically. And we want to make sure that we know where he is. In this bag, I also keep my booties, something that's often overlooked. If you're in a burry area, I'm an old hunter, so I've hunted for years, and my dog wears boots when he's going through the field. I've picked too many burrs and too many cactus spikes out of my dog's heels, as well as if you're anywhere that's like in Moab, the ground gets hot, right? Particularly on a hot day, make sure you have a set of booties. These are relatively inexpensive. Kind of funny to watch Cannoli walk when he first puts them on. We have a little set for the puppy coming. So booties are another thing that are very important. I highly recommend them. Great, especially if you go snow wheeling. We often forget that our 4-legged family have sensitive paws. Hot ground, hot snow, or cold snow, awesome for these, right? I like to take care of my puppy's feet. We tend to bring different toys. I just happen to have this one in his bag. This is Cannoli's favorite bumper. As you can tell, as a puppy, he chewed on it. It floats. So if we see a river, he loves, like for instance, if you look in this video before, he loves to go for swims in the river and go out and play. So I bring a float for Vinny. This all fits in our Garmin bag here. One of the most important things that we bring with this is, first of all, we bring in this bag Cannoli's full health record. And this will go for the puppy as well. All the way through from when we got him, says what breed he is, has all his AKC papers, all the way through to every doctor's visit. So we bring his whole medical file with us. So if we have a problem at a vet, they know Cannoli's history. He is a 4-legged friend, family member. Then we bring a medical kit. We actually have 2. This one's specifically for dogs. It's got dog stuff in it. It's got veterinarian plus. It's got doggy Benadryl in it in case he gets bitten by anything. Cannoli does not have the rattlesnake bite vaccine. Actually, they don't do it here. We found out the other day in prep for the little dog because he's allergic to it. Cannoli's allergic to that. So I've done rattlesnake training with him. I highly recommend the training for anybody that has a dog, particularly if you're going to be in the Midwest, in the Sierras, basically anywhere in the western half of the United States. I would say even in the eastern half. Cannoli did a really good job. We had a rattlesnake on the property the other day. He stepped back, started barking at it. I took care of the snake, let's just say. So rattlesnake training is worth it as long as it's done by a good trainer and it's set up. So this also goes in there. This is Cannoli's bag, medical thing. So we have doggy gauze. We have this is a vet solution that we give him. That was given to us by the vet. Needles for the dog, ear cleaning stuff in here, stuff to get stuff out of his teeth. Puppy bandages are in here. So we bring a little medical kit as well as we have a bigger one that we asked our vet to go what to recommend, and she was nice enough to put it together for us. So we'll make sure we're not only there for our four-legged friends for food, water are their first things, everything, and that goes in this bag. I even have little bowls, which I'll show you in this bag here. But we are prepared. So even when I go out hiking, I carry a separate thing of water for Cannoli. As much water as I take for myself, I take for Cannoli as well. Something I have to plan for. We have his medical kit that goes in my backpack as well when I go hiking. Now on to this bag. First of all, Cannoli, especially during certain times of year, and we'll get one for the pup, I have a bright orange scarf for him. You never know when hunting's there. It also makes him a lot more visible out there. I even have a little shirt for him when it's colder. And now I've seen another video where a gentleman cuts like sweatshirts and fits them on his dog. I'm going to try that on Cannoli this year because he does get cold in the wintertime. We carry a spare leash in this bag. That's very important. Spare collar is right here. On this side, we have another spare leash, so 2 leashes in this bag. You never have enough leashes when you have multiple dogs. Inside, we carry a bowl. We have, of course, got to have puppy treats. So some puppy treats. Puppy kibble. Another thing for ear cleaning, because Cannoli is a water dog, so he goes into water a lot. Of course, more puppy treats. Kibble is in this bag. And then in the back, or in the top, another first aid kit. This one specifically for puppies. So they do make portable puppy kits, right? So here's one that is for Adventure Dogs medical kit. I got this off of Adventure Pets website. Full medical kit. It contains gauze, sterile, more gauze, a comforting bandage, a stress shirt, irrigation syringe again, a saline wound for eye and wound, elastic bandage, triple ointment, wipes, alcohol swabs, triangular bandage, and a full pet first aid manual in this little kit. Very handy. Other little a poop picker upper, very important. Don't forget that, and some more things. So things to think about that you may not have thought of when you take your puppy out, right? Or a dog or a four-legged family member out with you. So in this bag is kind of like our catch-all where we take everything. One of the most important things in this bag itself that I recommend if you don't have one is, they actually have 2 of them. These come from Dog Gear, portable, collapsible puppy bowls. These are a lifesaver. This is just one set. We also have a set in the trailer. You never think about those when you go out hiking. I do sometimes. I have a water bottle specifically for Cannoli, but I do carry the portable puppy bowls, one with me as well. So if I'm sitting down relaxing, I can put down a water bottle for Cannoli. Now, I will tell you, I've been out on the trail, and this has happened to me multiple times hunting, where I've had a dog run up to me that was just really, really thirsty. So please remember, most of all, that our dogs need water. And, they can't, our four-legged family members can't tell you, hey, I need water or I want food.
watch for them. If it's a hot day to you, it's probably doubly hot for a dog because they have a fur coat on, essentially. So remember that they're going to get hot. Try to provide them shade. Make sure you watch out for them to get heat exhaustion as well. I'd recommend going to look on some videos of people that backpack with dogs, especially for medical attention, what to look for. I watch those all the time. I watch Cannoli when he's out there, especially because Cannoli's a black dog. So I'm overly sensitive of him getting too hot. Make sure that he has enough water when we're out there. If it's too hot, I simply don't go out during the day. We'll stay in camp and stay cool. I've had to do that a few times just because it was over 100 degrees on a day when we were overlanding. And I'm like, listen, we're going to stay by here. I know where there's a creek nearby. Let's take him down there. And he swam in the creek and he would stay cool all day. Our pets are our family, at least at my household. And I want them to enjoy overlanding as much as I do. And I hope you do too. So I hope you enjoyed today's video on overlanding and four-wheeling with our four-legged friends. If you have ideas and stuff you think you want to add to the list, please do. I will add affiliate links to everything I have here below. I don't get paid by these companies. I'm doing this because I love my family, my four-legged family members. We're about to get a new one, and I'm looking forward to him just being with our house. I miss Vinny. Cannoli misses Vinny most of all. So I'm hoping in our next chapter of our four-legged friends lives life to its fullest. And I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's videos. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. Take care now. Bye-bye.